So we're going to talk about round numbers. Do any of you know what round numbers means?
No.
Okay. So
No,
now, for instance, if you draw a line here, you will see there's a price here. You see that, all right? The price, like 139 to wara, right? So
yes,
I'm gonna explain what a round number is. A round number is like, for instance, whatever you buy at the shop or something or wherever, it's never uh 10 rand 49 cent and what. You understand? It's never 10 rand 47 cent and 62 what. You understand? It's always 11,000, 8,000, 4,000, 8,500. They always try to round it up to the nearest number. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So those are what round numbers are. Round numbers are like this. If you get here and you see, okay, it says uh 11, 9, then you remove the others and you say 0, 0. You see, now it takes it to a round number. This is a round number here. So when you look at it again, for instance, if you go back here and say, you will see that it's 11, it's that number. You understand? So these are round numbers like 11,000, 11,500, 12,000, 12,500. You understand what I'm saying? And then sometimes it's like 12,000 or 11,000, 11,550. And then, you understand? But then it's these numbers that are round. You understand? So when you round it up, most of the time, Nasdaq pays attention. This is one of the secrets, right? Um, I'm gonna do this. Nasdaq. Okay. Where's round numbers? I can't remember what round numbers is. My brother added too many things here on my laptop. Okay, round numbers one. Here are the round numbers. You understand? So, for instance, if you look at this line, the orange one, it's 12,050, and then this one is 12,100. You understand? So these are round numbers. This is where the market is most likely to find support and resistance. You understand? Around these zones. Like if there's support and resistance around, like look here, for instance, you see what happened here. As soon as the market hits that area, it turns around and starts going up. You understand? Then it hits this round number and then it starts going down to this round number. Then it goes again to this round number. Then from here, they come back to this round number. You understand? Most of the time, it turns around where there's a round number. So you're not going to use these alone. You understand? You're going to use these lines with price action, for instance. So I'm going to show you something right now. Let's go to a chart. Let's say, for instance, you are looking at this chart on the 30 minutes time frame, and then you draw a line like this, for instance. Let's say you say, okay, here's a line. This is support, and now this is the new support. If you look at this zone and it's a round number, most likely, if you also look at this zone, you can see this is structure, right? Previous structure. So now there's a higher chance of immediate. That's why sometimes when I give out a signal, immediately from that point it starts moving. It doesn't play around and like go into a big minus and then now you're stressed. So if you see something like this and it's a round number like here, let's go to the other chart. You see what happened here? This is a round number. You see that? But look here. This is resistance, resistance, and now resistance. But it's around a round number, so it dropped. So that's most likely to go in the right direction. You know, if you look at this zone, this is a round number here. And then look at what happened on this side. You see that? Because also you have to remember that some people view it like this. Like this. They look at it from here, some look at it from here. You know, so it's a round number. So whenever you see a round number, just know that that trade is a safety trade. It's a very safe trade to take. You understand?
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Number two, with entries, when you enter, let's say for instance, I'm going to set you an example. This is a lower time frame, so I'm going to try and find something on the higher time frame, right? Um, let's say for instance, you see something like this. This is one of the secrets to becoming a successful trader. Actually, is the secret to becoming a successful trader. So now, uh, let's say you have this thing going on here. I'm going to set an example. Let's say the market comes down and breaks this area, like breaks, come back close below, and come back to retest a round number. And it's against structure and it's against everything. And you can see, okay, the market came, let's say like this. Market comes, breaks the zone, comes back to retest maybe a certain zone where there's structure and there's a round number, wara wara, and you see all these things. Now, what you see is the market, to show that it's retesting, it will spike or play around the trend line, but then fail to go above that trend line. That's also a sign for an entry. So when you see something like this happening and it fails to break, and let's say this is the zone and there's a round number there and everything is perfect. Now, what you're going to do is wherever this spike is, you're going to, okay, let me show you. Let's say this is where the market is right now and it failed to break. You're going to put your stop loss above, like you see how the spike is here. You're going to put your stop loss above that spike like this. Because it's rare that they're going to come back there. You understand? That's where you put your stop loss. So if you put your stop loss here and you say, okay, I'm selling NASDAQ here, and this is my stop loss zone. This is what I'm willing to lose. Now, this is very important. When you want to win, whatever you want to win better be this much. At least here's support here. There's support. There's a support and resistance zone here. Right? This better be your take profit. It better be. Or this better be your take profit. Between the two, you will decide. You understand? It depends on how long you can hold the trade. Because if, for instance, let's say you place a sell here and you say, okay, I placed a pending order, and that with that pending order, I'm looking at this for take profit. Okay, copy and then paste. Now, if this is your take profit, you're gonna make 6,000. Even if you have a 1K account, you're gonna make 6,000 from this move, and it'll probably take like a day or two to get there. You understand? Because after it breaks out, it gets aggressive. You understand? So if your trade goes here, uh that's 6,000 something, and then if it comes all the way down here, that's 14,000, which will take like a week or two, but it will get there eventually, or sometimes a week. You understand? Like just 4 days, 3 days, but when it gets there, you're gonna make 14,000. You understand? So if you are risking your money, if you have an account and you're placing a stop loss, this stop loss is going to be somewhere around 300. You understand? It's going to be somewhere around minus 300, minus 400. But you have to remember, you are risking 300 to make 6,000 or 14,000. You understand what I'm saying? And this is something that you have to pay attention. Let me do this. Okay. Now we're going to talk about, this is your risk to reward ratio. This is how much when you risk to make a certain amount. I'm going to round it up and say 10K, right? Screen share. I want to share the calculator. Let's say you have 1,000 or 2,000 in your account, right? And then you lose 250 5 times and you take 5 losses. times 5. How much is that? 1,250, right?
Mhm.
Now,
Yes.
now if you have if you win 5 trades and they are making you 10K each times 5, that's 50,000. You understand? So out of 10 trades, if you are losing 5 out of 10 trades and you're winning the other 10, this is how much you would make if your risk to reward ratio is like that. You understand? With Nasdaq. And then if you have a 50K account, now what you can do is you can place maybe, let's say, a zero point 0.5 or 0.50 on IFX, and you say 0.5, and that will make you per trade, actually you will make 50,000. So if you say 50,000 times 5, now this is how much you're gonna make from that account. And you can start it with 1K or 2K, and this is in a space of like within a month. You understand? Like you can take that 50, but the risk to reward ratio is very important, guys. Your take profit better before analyze the higher time frame. Always know where the market is going on the higher time frame. So if you're making this much and you are risking 12,000, you understand what I'm saying? You are risking, now you're not risking 1.2 anymore. You're risking about 12,000 of your money. But when you win 5 trades and lose 5 trades, this is how much you'll be making. And when you have this much, now you can say, for instance, 0.20 or 0.25, and risk, let's say, this much times 5. Let me say this much. This is how much it will make you. So this much times 5 is gonna be, wait, I think I made a mistake. Times 5 equals to what? 0, how? 250 times 5 equals to, you understand? This is how much you can make in a space of like 2 to 3 months. And now when you're doing this, you'll be risking somewhere around probably 20,000 or 25 or 35K to make this much. So end of the day, if your risk to reward ratio, if your stop loss is 20 to 15 times smaller than your take profit, end of the day, it's like if you're playing spinning like Zuipi with someone, and you're like, whenever I win, you must give me 10 rand, and whenever I win, I must give you, or you must give me 20 rand, and whenever you win, I give you 1 rand, regardless of how good that person is at playing with. End of the day, you're gonna win. Why? Because your risk to reward ratio is high. If I win twice and I get 40 rand, and you win 10 times and you get 10 rand, I'm in the lead. You can never catch up, no matter what happens. You understand? Like, no matter what happens, you can never win. So if I win 5 times and I'm making 100 rand, and you win 50 times and I only won 5 times, and you win 50 times and you get 50 rand, I'm still 50 rand in profit. You understand? So that's the secret behind becoming a successful trader. If you stay consistent and you focus on this, trust me, you can never fail as a trader. You can never, ever. No matter what, you'll never ever. Like you can do side accounts where you like, okay, let's say you have this much. Now you can take 10K and over leverage. You know, if you think your entry game is perfect now, you can over leverage and make 80,000 in one day, and take that 80,000 and withdraw 50, take 30,000 over leverage, make 200K, 500K in a day. You understand? You can start doing things like that, but put yourself in a very comfortable position. Trust me. Like this, these 3 things, if I recorded this video, these things are going to turn you into a successful trader.
Sure.
You understand it, guys? Like, please go
Yeah.
through this video. I'm gonna send it to the group, and then this is gonna make so much sense. Like, trust me, if you think about it and you focus and you start practicing it on a demo, and you'll see what happens. Like, always start a demo account today and analyze using the price action and structure just those two strategies, and then now, and the zones, like the support and resistance zones. Now use those two things, and then use the round numbers and the entry game that I was telling you about, like how to enter when you see rejection, wara candlesticks. Use those things and then put them together with what I was talking about here, the risk to reward ratio thing, and you will see what will happen in a space of a week. You will literally take your account from a certain point to a crazy amount.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Sure. Okay.
tomorrow's class is gonna be about you guys. Tomorrow and the day after, it's gonna be your turn to ask questions. You understand that? This is
Sure.
just me giving you a lesson, and then go practice, go through it, and then after tomorrow, then you can ask me questions tomorrow and the day after, so we can finish up. Because now I have 3 classes again. It's not like when I was doing classes and they were combined, because now I also have new NASDAQ students that want to start at um I think at 8 or 9. I can't remember. I have to check my schedule now.
Okay.
Okay. Are you gonna send us this video now or when?
Now, as soon as it's done rendering.
Okay.
Now we. All right, cool. Thanks, guys. Thanks for attending.
Sure,
Sure.
man.
Yeah. Sure.
Sure,
Talk to you.
bro.
All right.